Okay guys, so welcome to a new video, and in today's video I want to share with you 4 of my best tips for whenever you're training all by yourself and you want to develop as much as possible, and it's all by yourself, a couple of balls and some cones. That's all you need to have a really good individual session. So these are my 4 best tips to have the most benefit out of your session. Okay, so tip number 1: prepare your session the night before or the day before. Okay, and have a specific goal of what you want to develop, whether it's dribbling, whether it's shooting, whether it's ball mastery, ball control. Okay, just be specific with what you want to develop. Okay, this is gonna be this is gonna vary a lot between maybe amateur players and pro players, because I think that the most you start to grow as a football player, you start to be more specific and more with the time. Like for example, an amateur player maybe be just trying to develop his dribbling at general. Okay, I don't know, ball mastery, dribbling through the cones and all that stuff. Okay, but maybe a pro will want to improve his dribbling, but a specific move, or in a specific situation, or a dribbling plus a cross, or a dribbling plus a long pass, or a dribbling plus a movement into the corner. Okay, so you just have to be specific with what you want to develop, and with your tools and with your drills that you have at the moment, it will be completely perfect to prepare for your next individual session. Okay, tip number 2, and I maybe this will be nonsense for a lot of you to put in here, but do a proper warm-up. Okay, do a proper warm-up, but because I have I know a lot of players that have been injured during their individual sessions, because they just didn't warm up correctly. And I think that actually you will be more able to get injured when you're training by yourself, because a lot of the time you say, hey, I think that I'm already warm up, or I think that this is enough to prepare my body for the drills, or for the work of the session. And a lot of time you don't warm up properly. Okay, and your biggest enemy as a football player are the injuries. So why don't you prepare yourself for avoid them at all costs? Okay, so have a proper warm-up. Okay, that will be my second tip. The tip number 3 is to work specific for your position. Okay, there is no sense in working on defensive stuff if you're a striker. Okay, obviously you have to know how to help your team, but it's nonsense to train how to do an offside with the defensive line if you're a striker, because you're not going to play on the defensive line. Okay, so work according to your position, or maybe have a variation between one or two positions, the one or two positions that you think that are the most common that you're going to play in the match. Okay, so if you're a midfielder and maybe sometimes you're a defensive midfielder and offensive midfielder, okay, work on that stuff. Work some days more on your defensive side, on like a defensive midfielder, and other days work on more aspects for attacking midfielder. Okay, and also be game realistic. Okay, with your drills, because a lot of kids out there work with drills. I don't know, dribbling drills, or just go and shoot a free kick for an hour. And honestly, how many times you will be able to throw a free kick on a game? I'm not telling you to not train your free kicks, but it is more important to train on the game like stuff, like receiving the ball, the basics, receiving, passing, turning properly, because a lot of the time you won't have time. So your first touch, your passing, your dribbling, but the more game realistic. Okay, don't try to do fancy stuff when it's not the time. Okay, if you want to one day or two train some skills that you want to learn, it's okay. Okay, there's no problem in it, or train your free kicks. Okay, but focus the main time of your session on game realistic situations. Okay, and the fourth tip, the last one, is to keep it simple. Okay, with your drills, with your session, with your style of play. Okay, I know that a lot of you will enjoy to dribble and do some fancy stuff. It's okay. I respect a lot that side of the creative players, because I have that too. Okay, and sometimes you want to try something different and have that courage to try that kind of stuff. Okay, but with your sessions, with your time all by yourself, keep it simple. Okay, focus on the basics, focus on all that basic stuff that you know that is going to repeat the most of the time during the game. Check out your shoulder, receive, pass on the first touch, pass with two touches, receive and pass as fast as possible, just turn, shoot. Okay, keep it simple. Okay, you don't have to do those kind of drills where you have to put like 80 cones and and do 20 jumps and do a lot of stuff that is not simple, and that just make you worry about, hey, am I doing it right? I don't know. Okay, so I don't know who said this, but playing football is simple, but playing simple is the hard part. Okay, I don't know if it was like that, but it's something that way. Okay, actually, one of the players that stands out the most are those that know how to play simple. Okay, and actually on the young players, that is some of the stuff that makes you stand out more, because when a young kid have it clear the idea that, you know, I just have to receive, pass, move into the space, make another option, receive, pass, move into the space, and that kid do it properly, and do it with high quality most of the time. That stands out the most, because it's more easy to just receive the ball and do whatever you want. Okay, but if you know how to receive the ball properly, and pick the right choice, and just playing simple, and letting the ball do the most of the work. Okay, and that is when you start to improve a lot. And actually, if you see a football match, a lot of the actions during the match are very, very simple. Okay, but yeah, that will be all for today's video. I really hope you like it, and I have a lot more tips for whenever you're training all by yourself. Maybe I will do a complete series about individual sessions. And that's all for me for today's video. I really hope you like it. Leave a like, leave a comment if you have any question, and I'll see you soon. Keep it exceptional.
Yeah.